Episode 397. Welcome, my friends. I talked about receiving feedback yesterday. Doing it really well requires self-management, a skill we discussed a while back in episode 186. It was part of a series on emotional intelligence. Self-awareness and self-management are two important skills to possess if we want to handle our emotions better. Receiving critical feedback can be emotional. I gave you 4 goals yesterday to keep in mind next time feedback that stings comes your way. Receiving critical feedback requires self-management, and my 4 goals can help you do that. But what about other areas of your life that need your attention a little bit more? Today I'm sharing another blog post from Seth Godin with you. He dives into the topic of self-management, and he asks us, as he always does so well, to reflect. What areas of our life are we currently not managing? By letting them run their course, accepting them as is. Areas that, if we did manage a bit better, could have a much bigger impact on our life. Just like the default defensive responses we give when we feel under attack, there are areas in our life where we succumb to the default. Here is my question for you. What are things you admire in others? What do you wish you could do just like them? It's easy to admire others. It's quite a bit harder to try to do what they do. But all it may take is a bit more self-management. Enjoy this post and take the opportunity to define one area in your life that could use a bit more of your own management. The world's worst boss. That would be you. Even if you're not self-employed, your boss is you. You manage your career, your day, your responses. You manage how you sell your services and your education and the way you talk to yourself. Odds are you're doing it poorly. If you had a manager that talked to you the way you talk to you, you'd quit. If you had a boss that wasted as much of your time as you do, they'd fire her. If an organization developed its employees as poorly as you are developing yourself, it would soon go under. I'm amazed at how often people choose to fail when they go out on their own or when they end up in one of those rare jobs that encourages one to set an agenda and manage themselves. Faced with the freedom to excel, they falter and hesitate and stall and ultimately punt. We are surprised when someone self-directed arrives at the scene, someone who figures out a way to work from home and then turns that into a 2-year journey, laptop in hand, as they explore the world while doing their job. We are shocked that someone uses evenings and weekends to get a second education or start a useful new side business. And we're envious when we encounter someone who has managed to bootstrap themselves into happiness, as if that's rare or even uncalled for. There are a few good books on being a good manager. Fewer still on managing yourself. It's hard to think of a more essential thing to learn. Much love, my friends.